Welcome to Newsbreak. I'm your host, Nick Steffens. Coming up later in the show, outdoor track starts today in Washington, but first, today's top stories. Advocacy group Escucha Mi Voz is urging Washington City Council to allocate $300,000 of the city's remaining $990,000 in American Rescue Plan Act funds to pay for utility bills for households below certain income thresholds. The proposal is different from the group's previous unsuccessful efforts in which they pushed for direct payments to workers excluded from federal stimulus payments. The new proposal includes anyone at or below 300% of the federal poverty line, and the payouts could impact up to 600 households and over 1,000 residents. West Liberty's successful model of allocating $400 to 300 families for utility bill payments inspired the proposal. The West Liberty model, which was approved in November, involved the city delegating the funds to a local nonprofit to process applications and cut checks on the city's behalf. Applicants had to submit a utility bill from within 90 days of applying for funds and had to exhaust all of the payment relief options before requesting ARPA dollars, among other requirements. Councilmember Steve Galt, who opposed the previous proposal, resigned and was replaced by Councilmember Ivan Rangel, who has not stated an opinion on the matter of relief checks. Bringing the proposal back for discussion does not mean it will necessarily pass. The Kelowna Public Library Board of Directors will soon decide whether to ban the book Gender Queer from the library's catalog following a written complaint from a community member. The book, a graphic novel by Maya Kababe, chronicles the author's process of self-discovery as a non-binary, non-heterosexual individual, including illustrations of sexual acts. The complainant called the book overtly pornographic and believed that it contained ideas that could be harmful to young readers and against Christian values. Library Director of Youth Services, Olivia Collar, said the complainant's premise that the book appealed to children was doubtful considering its location in the adult nonfiction section. She added that the library's collection policy emphasizes freedom to read and that it is not restricted by the possibility that minors may obtain materials their parents consider inappropriate. The final decision to remove the book from the library rests with the board members, but Library Director Trevor Sherping said no reason in the library's collection policy to approve the removal request, as the book is likely appreciated by some members of the community. The American Library Association reports that Gender Queer was the most frequently challenged book in 2021. The Mount Pleasant Public Library's Children's Discovery Center had its grand opening last Saturday, inviting children and adults to enjoy imaginative and creative play. The center offers various opportunities for children to create buildings, music, and imaginative scenarios. Visitors shared their experiences at the center, including playing at the Pretend Kitchen Center, enjoying the magnetic-shaped wall, building an epic fort, and creating music with various instruments. The center made some changes since its soft opening, adding more musical instruments and opening an upper elementary room for 3rd to 5th grade students. The center will operate during spring and summer hours, which will differ from the library's policy, as all minors must be accompanied by an adult in the center for safety reasons. As Easter approaches, Main Street, Mount Pleasant, and Hillsborough community have organized community egg hunts on Saturday, April 1st. Main Street, Mount Pleasant's Easter extravaganza will start at 10 a.m. in Central Park in downtown Mount Pleasant, where families can participate in an Easter egg hunt and take pictures with the Easter Bunny. Meanwhile, in Hillsborough, children 10 years old or younger will gather at Hillsborough City Hall at 10 a.m. where they will be divided into 4 age groups for an egg hunt in the park, with prizes distributed when they return to City Hall. The event organizers will divide the children into age groups of 4 years and under, 5 to 6 years old, 7 to 8 years old, and 9 to 10 years old. We're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we'll take a look at the weather and sports.
Since 1905, Kelowna Cooperative Technology Company has helped our community stay connected with the latest advancements in clear, dependable telecommunications services. KCTC provides rural Iowans with access to high-speed fiber internet, as well as phone, television, computer repair, and cybersecurity solutions. We're also proud supporters of local organizations and area schools within the community. KCTC, keeping Kelowna connected.
At the Capper Auto Group, we put our customers' needs first and understand that everyone is as different as the vehicle they select. We offer new Ford, Chevrolet, Buick, GMC, Jeep, Chrysler, Dodge, and Ram vehicles in a friendly environment that puts you in the driver's seat. When it comes to service, we maintain factory-trained technicians and competitive pricing. The Capper Auto Group still believes that service after the sale provides the best customer experience. Come see the Capper experience for yourself.
Hospice isn't a place, it's a type of care that focuses on living. Servicing a 7-county area, the Hospice of Washington County staff of nurses, social work, hospice aides, spiritual and grief support, volunteers, music and massage therapists are able to provide free end-of-life care where the patient lives. We write wills, give consent for organ donation, but rarely is there a plan for what we would want the final phase of our lives. At Hospice of Washington County, we encourage our patients to be in charge of their healthcare decisions while maintaining quality of life.
Tammy takes the time and has the personal interest in each one of us. I don't worry about what's going to happen because I know my policy is taken care of.
She pulls what I need and puts it together, which is the program I get from her.
Every year she calls around September or so and says, there's changes again, and I'm going to do the best thing for you. It's been perfect. She does a great job.
Welcome back to Newsbreak. I'm your host, Nick Steffens. We have your 5-day forecast coming up, but first obituaries. Robert McReynolds of Richland passed away on February 14th at the age of 88. Memorial service will be held at 10:30 a.m. March 30th at Lake Darling State Park. Langham Funeral Chapel is in charge of the arrangements. That was obituaries. It is now time for your 5-day forecast. Today might be the last day without any rain for the rest of the week. It has been cloudy with a high of 43. Tomorrow there is a 54% chance that we have rain in the evening with a high of 51. There's a 59% chance the rain sticks around Saturday and has some snow mixed in. We'll get a break from the rain on Sunday morning, but there's a chance it picks up again in the evening. There's a 38% chance we start the work week with a mixture of rain in the morning and the high reaching 47 later in the day. We're going to take another quick break, and when we come back, we'll take a look at sports. Federation Bank is a locally owned bank providing award-winning customer service. We believe that we are more than just a federation of banks, but a federation of communities, serving Brighton, Richland, Wellman, Washington, Iowa. Federation Bank's highly skilled staff is here to make sure you are able to accomplish your personal and professional goals, whatever they may be. Federation Bank, your family bank. Family owned and operated by Andy and Sarah Ross. Ross Auto has been your vehicle repair and maintenance headquarters since 1935. We specialize in all makes of cars and light-duty trucks. With our variety of available services, let us help you keep rolling and your vehicle operating efficiently. Services include general auto repair, alignments, brakes, fuel injection, and more. Schedule your appointment today at 319-653-5656. That's 319-653-5656. Welcome back to Newsbreak. I'm your host, Nick Steffens. It is now time for sports.
Sports, brought to you by Fairway.
The defending Southeast Conference boys track champions will be at their home course on Thursday night as Washington hosts the 2023 Steve Roth Relays. The Demons, which scored 204 points to win the Southeast Conference meet last season, are ready to defend their title, and the team has plenty of senior leadership to fall back on for support. Senior thrower Braden Hartman helped the Demon track team to a 4th place finish in the Class 3A state race last season, taking 2nd in the discus throw and 8th in the shot put. He says this year he's ready to take it up another notch. The Demons once again come into the SEC as the conference favorite. Washington has won the conference 2 years in a row, beating out rival Mount Pleasant last season and Fort Madison 1 year before. Among the returners are 2-time defending 400-meter dash champion Elijah Morris, who scored 10 points individually for the Demon track team at the 2023 state meet. Among the losses to graduation was distance star Lane Sabaski, who was 4th in the 1300 and 6th in the 1600 for 8 points. The 2023 Steve Roth Relays begins at 3 p.m. Other Union area schools participating include Columbus, Fairfield, Keota, Mount Pleasant, Waco, and Winfield Mount Union. That is the news for Southeast Iowa. I've been your host, Nick Steffens. This has been your News Break.